Welcome to this look at new mods on Farming Simulator 25 with me, Mr. Sealy P. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Thursday the 20th of March. We've got some new mods. We've got one update to the map. 4 Fields, Kverneland by Omatana has had an update. No new save game is required for that. Straight on with it then, because we've got a few and we need to get through them all in one part today, hopefully. In front of me we've got the self-made machinery shed by Netrex and Blodisgo. 3.29 megabytes download, 4 slots, 5,000 to buy. You'll find that in the build mode and sheds. And it's a self-made machinery shed. Metal poles, corrugated-ish roof. There you go. By Netrex and Blodisgo. Next we've got this pack here. This is an interesting one. This is the Workbench pack by Premium Ag. 12.69 megabytes download. You find the first 3 under tools and the next 3 under decoration. Each 3 of these repair benches will do repair, not repair, and repaint. So that's important to know. But depending on what option you go for on these have got some really nice extra little features to add to your immersion. Drawers, which are pretty cool. You can open and close the drawer, but this I love. Look, you can actually use the pillar drill. How cool is that? This one here, oh, this has got a really nice feature. Look, we've got a Massey Ferguson manual on the top there. I think we can open the drawer on that one to get to various tools and stuff like that. This one was very cool as well. I don't think we had any options for drawers or anything, but we can open and close the vise. It's little touches, but it's very, very cool indeed. So, build mode, across to our tools. And come down here. So, we'll start with the smaller one there. Where are we? I've lost myself in the flow. Right, let's come down to here. So, customization option. We have got none. We've got column drill, jack, column drill and jack, none. Oh, that reminds me, got to come back to the jack in just a moment. We go to the next one up. Customization. We got lizard, Case IH, class, Duevelsdorf, Fent, and that's the manual that's sitting on the desk. So whichever your particular brand is, if you want to have a manual for, I mean obviously it's not for necessarily particular vehicles, it might just be tractors or whatever it is, but you can change that and it runs right the way through. There's a whole load to choose from on there, which is really cool. Or just a lizard manual if you want a lizard manual. And then we go to the final one here and do customize, and we've got none. We've got Motorex barrel. Now this might be an issue, it might get an update. Antifreeze canister or both. Then we've got recycling bin. Have I missed one? Oh no, it's not. It's on the actual, no, not this. It's on the decoration. So those are options for that. You can't have that. You can't have the, no, that. You can't have the barrel, antifreeze, and the recycling bin. It's set selections of each. Come out of there. We come down to our decoration. And with our decoration, we'll start with that one. So again, customize. We've got oil pump on the barrel. We've got an oil binder on the side, oil pump and binder, none. If we come up to the racking, I think the racking just comes as it is actually. Yeah. The next one then is the spare parts. So you've got spare parts, customize that. You've got replacement engine, but there's no replacement engine on it. You just get an empty pallet, but you do later on, I'll show you. So spare parts with pallet truck, engine with pallet truck, again, no engine shown on there. Ladder and spare parts and engine. So that one does have the engine on it. Parts, engine and ladder, back again. So if you want to have the engine on the pallet, that one is the one, because otherwise we go back, like say, it's an empty pallet with no engine showing on it. But yeah, so the other thing I was going to show you was, yeah, over here, I'm glad I did the options on there. Now that's not movable. And I didn't even try to put a vehicle underneath that. I'll leave that for you guys to try. Maybe it will work, maybe it won't, but it's pretty cool. I just like the addition on those, but there you go. So that's the Workbench pack by Premium Ag, 12.69 megabytes download. Slot counts on those were 10, 11 and 11 for the workbenches, and then 5, 5 and 13. As you can imagine, it was 5 for this. Which one was it? Was extra? Oh, the drum was 5 and 13 if you went for the spare parts section, like so. What am I stuck on? There we go. So there you go. That's by Premium Ag. Next, we've got this. This is the Wholesale Market by Brummie Farmer. 5.73 megabytes download, 10 slots, 95,000 to buy. Build mode and sell points. So under you kind of, I always refer to it as the factories. It's the factories section. Come across one. And under your sell points, you'll find it there for 95 grand. No customization options. It comes just as it is, like that. And then if we come into our menus, and you'll see if we come down, scroll down, there we go, at the bottom there. Wholesale market there. Prices are pretty much equivalent to everywhere else. It's always good to check a sell point one, because sometimes you get sell points where the prices they'll buy from you are way higher, but this is pretty much in line with everything else. Yeah, nothing stands out as being crazily above market value. It's all roughly around the similar sort of price, rising and dropping as you will find anywhere else. Nice detail on that. So the sell point is around the side there. One thing I will say, I think the door might be scaled a little bit wrong. Sometimes it's difficult to tell from this perspective. When you go like that, I'm actually taller. I'm not particularly tall, you know, but we're a little bit taller than the door. It's a tiny thing, but again, I don't know. People mention these things with some nice little additional features on there. There you go. That's the Wholesale Market by Brummie Farmer. Next, we've got the large metal Pavilion pack. We have two of them. This one has got a repair point inside it. Just in here. There you go. Just repair, not repair and repaint. And the one next door is a silage clamp. But there are three versions of this. One is just an open shed. One has got walls with the repair point, and one is this rather gargantuan silage clamp. And it does say in the description 3.5 million litres that will hold. Build mode, and again I'll show you this. I'm trying to avoid. There's other things I'm trying to slim down on what I'm doing here. But it's not always straightforward. There we go. So there's our large metal pavilion. Let's come out here onto the grass so we can see it. So that's the open pavilion as it is. R3. We've got that option. We've got the pavilion. Hang on. Swing around so you can see. With walls. We've got walls and repair. Those are the options on that one. I've said there were three options. There were. So that's it open. That's it with walls. That's it with repair point. We've got colour option as well. Like so. I've realised I default to orange because it's the next one down. It's just easier to drop down on there. Then we come from there, and the other one's under silos. I was thinking, that's weird. Why is it not giving me the silo option? Don't worry, we'll get to that in a minute. There we go. For 180 grand is the silage clamp. And again, we've got customization option of colour on that one, but the silage clamp is under silos. So that is the large metal pavilion pack by FSG Modding, FSG Driver. I'm really remiss on this. I'm not doing it in the right order. 1.11 megabyte download, 6 slots, 95,000 for these. This in any one of the configurations, and this one here was 180 grand. Apologies. Right, next, this is representative, and this is when I put things like on the title, description, whatever. 30 plus, 41 plus, 19 plus mods, and people say, well, it's either 19 or it's not. No, not really, because you get 19 mods in the Modhub, but if it's a mod pack, there might be 10 items in that pack. Now, if each of those was put out as an individual mod, which sometimes they are, that's why there's more mods. It's easy to just go, oh, there's only 10 mods today, but if all 10 mods were packs and each of those packs had 20 items in, you can see where we're going. There's a lot more stuff. So there are separate packs by DD ModPassion. Now these on 22 came out staggered, so it wasn't as bad. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 packs, I think it is. And this is the Etunnels, and these come in various different sizes, different widths, different configurations, and these are bale and pallet storages. Now they've all come out at once, all 5 packs. We've got the Etunnel single arc, we've got the reinforced arc, the double straight leg arc, the straight leg L arc, and we've got the straight leg M arc. Now all of those combined come in at 96 different bale and pallet storages. Now sometimes we'll get a mod that comes out and is a bale and pallet storage. So there are 96 different bale and pallet storages in that. I'm not going to go through all 96 with you, but I'll show you a couple and you'll get the idea and you can have a look and decide for yourself. Megabyte downloads on these aren't very high. We've got 2.27, 1.93, 1.85, 2.71 and 2.07. All of them are 3 slots, every single one, and the prices vary slightly differently. Putting in is done here, taking out is done at the back. Now be very careful with these, because if you place multiple ones of these, and if you place one here and then you place maybe one behind, because you didn't have a lot of room, when you unload and take it out, if it comes out, or whichever way around it goes, let's click on here, I'll open storage, and let's take out a big bag of seed. So let's put it there. If I'd placed another one of these behind it, and that unloads into the trigger of the one behind it, that's going to go out of that one into the next one, and you see where we're going. So just be careful how you place these, and it will take bales, pallets, production stuff, pretty much anything. It's pretty cool. So under silos, we kind of got a little glimpse. And like I said, I'll show you. There's all the different designs. Like I say, you've got these arches. You've got straight leg. The straight leg L, straight leg M. That's under straight leg L arc, and then where was the M's? M's, there we go, straight leg M. And they're all in different sizes, spans, widths, depths. And as you can see, if we click on each one, that one does 40 pieces, that one does 70 pieces, that does 150, that does 110, that does 52, that does 143, 195. And it depends on which one you go for. And so let's pick it starts off here at the top. I say it starts off, this is just the order. All the packs are in here, and the price is 5, 10, 15, 20, 6, 12. They all vary depending on the size and depth and span, etc. I'll go for a single span because it'll make it a little bit easier. I think this might be the one I went for already here. Or is it a little bit higher? So as you can see, that's the depth of the first one. That one will hold 60 pieces. This one is deeper. That'll hold 91 pieces, and the next one along, deeper again, 195. So these ones are all at the 8.5, 14.4 meters. But if we come down, we're at 9.5, 10.5. So we go like that, and you'll see if I line it up next to it or behind it. So rather than the 8.5 meter, we're now at 10.5 meter. So it becomes wider, and then in the widths we then have got depth as well. If I go for that, then we've got the deeper versions, so you can see where it's going, and like I say, on previous versions of this, I've got out every single version, put them all out to show you. Click on that, press customize, and on all of them we can change the color as well. So pick and choose your color. I don't know why I went for another pastel color, but let's go for something a little bit more vibrant. There we go. So pick and choose your color. You might want to go more muted, you might want to go brighter, but there are a lot in there to choose from, all different widths, all different depths, all slightly different designs. They're all really nicely made, all really nicely detailed. They do the job, but again, like I said, just be careful if you are placing multiple of them that you don't put one on the unload point of the previous. Just makes life a little bit easier, doesn't it? So that's the Etunnel single arc, reinforced arc, double straight leg, straight leg L, straight leg M arcs, all by DD ModPassion. We got there. Right, also by DD ModPassion, we've got the Easy Shed Pack. 7.37 megabytes download, 7 slots, 8 slots, and 8 slots. I'm wondering whether this is going to get an update, potentially. Yeah, these are very cool, but I don't know if there's texturing missing, because that seems very just very flat. I don't know if it's intended to be like that or not. If we come over to this, it says lower platform, and this is where it's really cool. The platform top on the bottom and the top one just seem very flat. There's just literally no texture at all to it. That sinks into the ground, so you can come onto there, but then it does give you the option to raise. So I can raise me on it. So you can use it as like a bale storage, vehicle storage. You get double the amount of storage in the same space, which is a very cool option. It's a very cool plan, and it works really well. So get all your bales up nice and high, get your vehicles underneath, or whichever way around you want to do it, it's entirely up to you. But I'm saying it might get an update. One, because I'm not sure about the texture thing, and two, I'm not sure about the solar panels on that one. I think they're supposed to be up there, not there. Again, I don't want to knock people, it is what it is. Sometimes this happens in coding, in crossover from PC to make it work on console. It happens. You get little glitches, little things happen, and it just, it's a thing. There are 3 in this pack. But as far as storage goes, I think it's brilliant. Right, build mode, and we want to go to sheds. Come down here. So there we go. 24,000. Let's again go out to the space so we can see. 24,000, we got this one. Customization option on this one, solar panels, yes or no, and that's the one where it's putting them underneath for some reason. There's no option to raise or lower that. That just comes like that, so that's what I'm saying. I think it'll probably get an update. 24,500. We get this one. There we go. I keep getting that flattening failed. That is doing my head in. And I don't know why it's happening. I can't... I don't want it to. Toggle free mode on and off. Customization option on this one. Solar panel, yes or no. Put solar panels on the back. And the raised platform section is at the back of that one. It's hard to see. There we go. Right at the back of there. With an open front. And then we come down to the next one. That's the other one we saw there. Customization on that one. Solar panel. And they're on the roof on that one. Front and rear. So there we go. That is the Easy Shed Pack by DZ ModPassion. Next we have got this. This is the Cow Pasture. This is by MISSYB. 3.26 megabytes download, 12 slots. It will hold 200 animals in its base configuration. We do have a slurry point just here. We do have a manure heap just here. On this one, the straw did go in on this. Was it the pig one? It had a trigger elsewhere, but the trigger worked perfectly. Although it wouldn't allow me to tip rear, but on the trailer it would allow me to tip to the side. I'm not sure why the trigger did that, but anyway. And you can probably do bales, you can probably do a bale shredder and that kind of thing as well, but this is where the straw went in. We do have a gate to the side there as well, and you can see the cows in there. I went for a massive pasture on this one. Come around the front, feed trigger is here, lighting switch is just here. Dialogue box for our animals is there. Water point, they do require water, and our milk point is round to the side just here. If we open the gates, it says, oh, is that one not open? Oh, there you go. I was going to say, what the? Click on there. So I've got 400 in this. It's 200 base, 400, and I say that because if we go up, you'll see I went right out. I'm starting doing this more, going out among the trees. This one's quite a large pasture on it, but it does give you the option to do your fencing to whatever size you want, dimension you want, and then you can do the meadow in it as well if you want to. So build mode, under animals, and the pen is just there. 80 grand. Customization option on this. Let's just click on that. We've got a colour option which changes the siding. If you want to change the siding, let's go light as you can see. There you go. On that, and then so you can see the size of this restricted areas. That's how it comes standard for 200, and then you extend it out from there, as you do with most other animal pens and stuff as well. So there we go. That is it on the trigger on there, or is it actually over on the pillar? It's on the pillar. Brilliant stuff. That's the Cow Pasture by MISSYB. 3.26 megabytes download. Next we got the garage. This is the detail on this is quality. I think I might use this for the thumbnail because I just think it looks incredible. I mean, the amount of detail that's gone into this is staggering. Look at it. It is like a really run down, repurposed, reused shed. Garage with Cowshed by Mr.BuBeR. I think it's BuBeR. 114.61 megabytes download, 55 slots, 100,000 to buy, and it will hold 50 animals again in its base configuration. Slurry point is just here. I mean, look at the way this is done. It's fantastic. Dialogue box for animals is here. Feed and bedding trigger is just here to the side. We have got light switches. These doors do open and close. This barn door at the back here can open and close out to the back there. All these side doors, we've got little side doors all over the place. Look, these open and close as well. There is a ladder that goes up to a little kind of hayloft here. If you want to do smaller bales, you can chuck around, or just liftable bales. If you want to put them up here in the hayloft, you can. I don't know if this door opened, did it? Yes, it did. Of course it did. This one as well. Lighting inside that too. Lighting on the outside. Or is that the end? That might be the end office actually. That door opens in here. All these little storage rooms, and I think there's one to the side as well. It hasn't got a workshop. It does say garage. I mean, garage in so much as you can store vehicles and bits and bobs in here, in this side bit. And then out around the back, we've got the animal pen itself. And you'll notice as well, when you do the fencing on this, the fencing comes out from this one, and then connects back up on this one. So be careful. If you come out and try and go straight across, it might give you a warning. If you come out too short, you don't give yourself enough room for those doors to open, if you want those doors to open. So if you came out, say, to this post here and then went that way to do your pen, you might not have enough room for that door to open. Just there, 100,000. That's what it looks like in its base configuration. So that's the size of it. I know the area is restricted. There you go. That's its base configuration. And then you've got your option for, if you want to, changing the shape, making it larger, getting more animals in it, and then the meadow in there if you want to. But no customization option with regard to changing the colour or anything like that. I just really like the look of it. Thought it looks absolutely fantastic. So that's the Garage with Cowshed by Mr.BuBeR. Next, we are here. This is the Rudolf Hoermann Equestrian Pack by MISSYB. 18.4 megabytes download, 13 slots, 90,000, and it will hold 16 animals for the animal pen. But then we've got some other bits in the equestrian section. It's all under the same area. We go to our build mode, go to our animals, and go to our horses. We come down to there. There for 90 grand is your animal pen. As you can see, for our horses, again, I've gone rather large to give them plenty of room to run and roam. But it will still only hold 16. So it doesn't matter how big you make the pen, unlike the other animals where you can have more animals in, it won't let me do more than 16. Let's be honest, if you're on console, you don't want to do more than 16. There's no customization option for colour or anything on this one. It comes just like that. That's it in its base configuration, and then so you can go as wild as you want to with that. Also in this pack for 25 grand, we've got this here. So you've got your outdoor riding arena. Now, what I will say, a lot of the animal pastures recently, I noticed this with the cow one as well by MISSYB, where you've got the option to toggle free mode on or off. If you toggle free mode off, it will just place it as it is. Toggling it on should adjust the landscape around it, which it does. However, what I'm finding with a lot of animal pens recently, not just MISSYB's, is the boundary around the outside of it isn't very big. So if I place it now, it will landscape around it, but not give you enough room to then smooth it all out afterwards, because it's right up against where the animal pen is. The boundaries need to be a little bit bigger, and also be very careful if you're placing something like this over something that might have already been there. Like for example, there's a ripple here. If I put it like that, if I place it like that and then think to myself, oh, I need to smooth it out inside the pen, it's restricted. It will not let you. So you've just got to be careful. If I place this now, you'll see what I mean. So around the outside of that, you see how close the edge is and how steep those sides are. I now can't, it's really, really difficult. If I click on soften, you can get a little bit, but it's still quite a violent slope. It's not really necessarily, if that was just a little bit wider, if I go too much further in, yeah, and if I had a slope on the inside of here, that's not coming up now, mind you, I'm not trying to do anything. Usually it comes up, oh yeah, area restricted. Some bits it's letting me, some bits it's not. There we go, come out a little bit further. Just like I say, it's just a warning, just be careful if you're doing that. You just have to think about it. All these doors do open, but interestingly, be careful with this, because these doors do open, but actually it runs round. That one opens. Dialogue box for your 16 horses is just here. Where was the feed trigger? That might be the feed trigger. Yeah, so look, this is open to here. This goes out into the pen. We do have a gate, which I've also left open. That was for riding the horses. I think that was the feed trigger. I'm pretty sure it was. So these take usual, your base... oh, I'm struggling. Your base elements. There we go. So, you've got your oats and your sorghum, then you've got your hay, and then you've got your root crops that make up the component parts. The component parts was the word I was trying to find. There's your horse barn, and you'll see there on the right hand side, total capacity and effective base food, hay, and root crops. The percentages there of what you need for the animals. Blimey, why was that so difficult? Yeah, so it's interesting that is open already. So if you open any of these doors, I mean, they're not going to, but technically they could just come through and wander off and out. Not sure why this hasn't got a door in it, but again, it's a minor thing. And then finally in this pack, come back into this menu here to there, 65 grand. Again, no customization options on this. We've got an indoor training centre just here. Now, this did have an option for inside the door. You'll see here. This is open, nice and airy. If the weather's a bit more inclement. So if you want to do your riding in here, you absolutely can. Where was it? Just inside the door here. Close gate. Puts those down, up and down either side. I didn't find light switches on any of them, so I'm assuming the lighting is automatic. Again, that's not to say there isn't one, I just didn't find one. So there we go. Because I thought that was the light switch, but that does the gates, the side bits like that. And there you go. That is the Rudolf Hoermann Equestrian pack by MISSYB. Next, we've got these. This is the Fillable Big Box by Premium Ag, 4.12 megabytes download, 5 slots, 550 litres in each one. These are fillable boxes. If we go to, I think it was category pallets, just there, the fillable box. Bulk box takes pretty much anything. Grape box only takes grapes. Olive box only takes olives. What I will say, because it says kilograms, 50 kilos, even when they're empty, they're not liftable. Which is, personally, I find it a little bit frustrating. When they're full, fair enough, I get it. It's got a load of stuff in there. They're not liftable empty. So if you wanted to have a load of these, once you've emptied them, you've got to move them all using pallet forks or, you know, a big bale handler type-esque thing with pallet straps or something like that. But that's what they do. They're fillable for whatever you want. I put green beans in that one. That's the bulk one. Take anything that would only do olives, and the grape one will only do grapes. So 550 litres. Fillable Big Box by Premium Ag. Next, I will show you in here, and this is under weights. And we've got this here, the Tractor Triangle mod. This is by Weekend Farmers Taxes, 0.29 megabytes download and 1 slot. Mouse control, yes or no, and then main colour we can change to anything on that palette. Mouse control, yes or no, is simply the difference between when you've got it attached on the front of a tractor, you press circle and it will raise and lower. With mouse control, you've got the circle option which will raise and lower it, or you can manually raise it, lower it and tilt it. That's the difference between with or without mouse control. Next, we've got this. This is the Duevelsdorf Big Bag handler by Adub Modding ABP team. 2.4 megabytes download and 2 slots. You will find this under front loader tools. Just there, 935 to buy. We can change the attacher colour, which is the rear section, which changes that. We can change our bolt colour. So if you want your bolts to be a different colour, if you want to go for a more metallic colour, you can. And then we've got the frame colour, which, as you can see, changes the frame colour. It's a big bag handler, and when you operate it, you get the option to attach or detach. That's the outside, detach that. And when you come up to a big bag, it gives you the option to attach the big bag. It's a big bag handler. There you go. Nice and straightforward. The Duevelsdorf Big Bag Handler by Adub Modding ABP team. Next. Again with these, I'm going to rattle through because we kind of know what they do, so we're going to have a look at them in the menu. We're going to start off with, under disc arrows, just here, we've got the Lizard U240, 3,500 to buy. This is 8.16 megabyte download, 6 slots, 2 meters wide. The company name is Agromet, because obviously on console it's Lizard, but this is by Camel R1. As you can see, ton of options. We'll whiz through them nice and quickly. We've got the U241, U242 and the U243. That just changes the hitch between 2 and 3 on the front. Extra weight, yes or no? I say yes or no. 1, 2. So it's the box, the rock, or off again. We've got tooth type 1, tooth type 2, smooth. That's on the front. Back again. On the back, smooth, toothed, tooth 2, back again. Ground slicers, yes or no? In front, in the back, both. Rear board, yes, with that, back off again. We've got front reflectors now. I'm not going to go through. I'm not going to go through all of these, but front reflectors blank, reverse black, red, just switches them round like that. Triangle on there as well, and then back off. And then we've got the rear ones, round with backing, triangular, nothing, back again. Main colour, anything on that palette, does all that. Design colour does the discs. Next design colour does the surrounds around the reflectors, and that's it. There you go, 30 horsepower required, nice and low, 2 metre wide, disc harrow. I'm going to go on to this one, since we're here right next to it. This is the Horsch Joker 12 RT by Hispano, 12.82 megabytes download, 9 slots, 12.2 metres wide. Disc harrows, generally speaking, are shallow cultivators, 109,500, 360 horsepower required. Main colour on this one does all that. Did that so you can see the yellow, it makes it stand out a little bit more. Design colour is still the, I don't know, are they bearings? Let's go green. That really wasn't much better, was it? White, not much better than yellow, but anyway, yeah, all those bits there change, and then we got a rim colour option as well. So 12.2 metre disc harrow, the Horsch Joker 12 RT. We come from there to Plows. And under Plows, we've got, oh yeah, this. We've got the Lizard SGIC. I've got one of these out by SrVertex and Tiik modding. 11.13 megabyte download, 6 slots, 2.5 metres to 3.2 metre option on this. So just there, 14 grand, 110 to 140 horsepower. This one we got Lizard, Continental, BKT, Trelleborg, back to Lizard. Lizard's got a standard, twin 2, back again. And all the others were as they were. Decals, 1 or 2. Reflective decals, yes or no. Working width, so at the moment we're at 2.5 metre. For an extra 5,500 up to 3.2 metre. Main colour, anything on that palette does all that. Secondary colour does that. Hub colour, that's inside here. Let's change that to white as well, so you can see. Did that change those? Wasn't on white already, was it? Let's go blue. There you go. See, the hubs have changed to blue in the middle there. Disc borders. This is actually the edges of the discs. Let's go red, so you can change the edges of the disc. But if you want them more metallic, you can go more metallic. Rim colour does the rims. I'm trying to remember why I got this one out. It is a plough, and it... yeah, I'm trying to think now why I got this one out. Oh, I think it was because... I wasn't sure initially whether it was a disc harrow or plough. It was under the plough section, but I'm pretty sure this does actually plough. Yeah, it is a plough. I mean, it's under the plough section, but it looked like a disc harrow, and I was thinking, that's weird, I better get it out and just double check that. And it does give you the option to it allows you to create fields, so if you want to create your own fields, that's looks like quite a deep trench I've got there on the outside. Yeah, that's why I took it out, because I wasn't sure whether it was going to disc or whether it was going to cultivate. The Lizard SGIC, that's by SrVertex and Tiik modding. Next we come back into here, and we go to our cultivators, because under cultivators we've got the Kverneland Turbo 8000T, 79,500, 300 horsepower required, 7.7 metres wide. Options on this, our main colour does all that. Design colour does that. Next design colour does the very edge, the tips. Why did I do it that? Let's go red. There we go. The actual shanks themselves, and then the rim colour option on there as well. 7.7 metres of cultivator. Now again, for those people that are saying, well, I want to see it open, there are too many mods. I don't want to do another 2-part one, and I'm getting close to having to do that, and I don't want to. So I have to skip through some of these. It's just the way it is. I'm really sorry. So we go. That is the Kverneland Turbo 8000T by Hispano. Did I say what it was? 15.22 megabytes download? I think I did. Right. Next, we've got this. This is the Fliegl Silo Roller by Weekend Farmers and Taxes. 2.05 megabytes download. 3 slots, 2.8 meters wide. I'm really sorry I'm making mistakes. It's been a long day. I've got all the mods prepped. I thought I'll record it all now, get it all done, and get it up. And I'm so sorry. I probably should have waited till the morning. I'm making too many mistakes. But anyway, why do I check silage and silo rollers? Because it could be the one that compacts mega fast, and this may be the absolute pinnacle of what you require. So you will find this under silo compaction, just there, 7,500. No options. It comes as it is, 2.8 meters wide. So what we'll do is jump in the tractor, look bottom left, come up onto the clamp. And as far as compacting goes, try to get it down a little bit. It compacts all right. I mean, it's not, tractor in its own right. There's not a lot in here. It's a small clamp, so it's going to go up fairly quickly anyway. So let's get this on. You don't usually turn these on. It doesn't give you the option for adding anything into this with regard to weight or anything, water. Lower that down. Is it going up any quicker than it did with just the tractor? I mean, that's the thing I'm normally looking for. Maybe a little bit quicker, 12, 13, maybe it's a little bit quicker. I mean, not crazily fast, but it is definitely going up quicker, although I'm going slower over the clamp, but yeah, maybe. How fast that would, and things like I say, it becomes that thing on a much bigger clamp. If you've got 1,000,000 litres and you're compacting, it takes a little bit longer anyway. That seems to be going a little bit faster, not going to lie. Not too shabby. It did the job. There you go. That's the Fliegl Silo Roller by Weekend Farmer. Taxes. Next we have got, did I get this out? Yes, just here. Oof. Right, come on, let's go, speed up. This is the Lizard PT75 by Hydraulic. 3.31 megabytes download, 3 slots, 890 to buy, that's all. Little flatbed trailer with tension straps. Nice and straightforward. We've got a couple of options on this. This you will actually find under low loaders. Just there. There you go, PT75. We've got standard, standard, standard 2, back to standard, rim colour, and license plates on there as well. And yeah, there's no ramps or anything, just put whatever you want on there. Bales, pallets, IBCs, anything. Nice. Lizard PT75 by Hydraulic. Next we've got this. This is Red Rock. I'm sure this is Red Rock. I'm just trying to look at the... Wasn't there was a... Oh, there you go. There's the design. Like that's Red Rock trailers, isn't it? I'm sure it is. Anyway, this is the Lizard 24-foot bale trailer by Fast Farming. 5.71 megabytes download. 3 slots. This is not an auto load trailer. It is a standard trailer you manually load on or off. You will find it under the bale loading section. So there you go. Transport just there. There it is, 15,200, not a bad price. We've got the option of a Continental, Mitas, the Trelleborg, BKT, Vredestein, back to Continental, and the Continental we have got. Is it just those, standard and standard 2? May well be. Design, standard, we've got front rack, rear rack, both racks, or back off again, and then chassis colour, anything on that pallet. There you go. That's the Red Rock 24-foot bale trailer. And that's by Fast Farming. Next we've got these. These are very cool. This is the Tolva. Not pack exactly. One is and one isn't. The Lizard Tolva 8TT pack by JD Modding ARC. 8.8 megabytes download. 3 slots and 5 slots. 3 slots, 5 slots. And then behind that, the Lizard Tolva 12TT, a separate mod. 8.46 megabytes download and 5 slots. They kind of come in the same range, really. That's why I put them out together. Also by JD Modding ARG. You will find these under your trailers section. So the 8TT is your standard, 5 grand. Options on this: we've got Lizard, Trelleborg, Continental, Michelin. Back again. Main colour does, and this is the same on all of them, I think it is. Does that. Design colour does the strip in the middle. Rim colour does your rim, license plate option on there as well. The Tolva CTD 8TT is an auger wagon. So you've got an auger thing on there for doing seed and stuff like that, but you don't have to put that out, and you can still unload from the bottom, so you can use it as a regular trailer anyway. Same options for tyres, colour, design colour, and the rest of it. That's an auger version. And then the 12TT, these ones are 10,000 litres each. Sorry, I meant to say that. This one's 16,500 litre for 10 grand. We've got Continental, hang on, Continental, Trelleborg, BKT, Vredestein, back to Continental, and then we got standard, twin, back again. Then on the next Continental, standard, standard 2, standard, yeah. Main colour, same options really. That, design colour, hang on. Let's go white again. There. Cover colour, don't know why I picked that. There we go. Rim colour, like so. Those are our options. So let's jump in here, start this up. I think I put a bit of seed in this. So at the moment we are on tip side grain door. So if I want to unload now, my little slot at the bottom there will lower and it will tip. So if I've got stuff to sell, I can go over a sell point, I can tip on the floor, I can do what I want to. That will work on grain door anyway. If I put it on tip side back and try and unload here, nothing will happen, because tip side back is for when you've got the pipe out. Yes, thank you. So what I want to do now is L1, unfold tipper. So I'll do that, and then when I unload on tip side back, why can't it be performed here? Should we try that again? Right, so unload here, so it drops that down, puts onto there. Right, we got there. Fold tipper. If we come across this one, switch to the second trailer. There we go. Same thing here. Unload our sorghum. That middle section should drop down. It will start to unload. Brilliant. The third one is a belly dump, so it does it in the middle. But what's interesting, actually, you can change the cover colour on the rear one. But what I found was, if you open cover, it does this, and whatever colour you've gone for, it goes green on the back. Which, I mean, at the end of the day, because I looked straight away, I thought, that's really cool. I like the fact it folds the tarp up. Then my brain started, hang on a minute, it's not the same colour. You've noticed on the back as well, all of them stay white, which I like that. Nice and bright so you can see them. So the rear one is a belly dump. The honestly, nothing ever runs smoothly, does it? But anyway, they're really nice trailers. I like the look of them. And the fact they all daisy chain together, they've all got trailer hitches, so you can just keep, run a whole load together. Why not? There you go. That is the Lizard Tolva 8TT pack, the Lizard Tolva 12TT by JD Modding ARG. Next one, I'm going to show you. Did I get one of these out? I don't think I did. No, I didn't. Again, under trailers, it's a trailer. We know what trailers do, but we have got this here. This is the Brantner TA 23065/2 Power Tube Plus. I know this is by Aki Wastel, I think it is. 11.61 megabytes download and 5 slots. Takes pretty much everything. Comes standard in its extension configuration. So if take that off, it's 22,000 litres. With it on, 33,600. Wheel brand we have got. Now, what I will say, all the small ones look really odd on this. And the whole thing's leant back. I know because it's sitting on the stand, but I think because the wheels are so small. Again, I'm not going to go through all the tyre options, but we've got BKT, Continental, Michelin, Mitas, Trelleborg, Vredestein, back to Lizard. Let's just pick Vredestein, for example. If we scroll through those, we've got the smaller options in various different treads. Then it gets even smaller, and then it goes to wider. There you go. So when we get to the larger ones, it looks a little bit, I say more normal. I don't know, what is normal? Go through those options, and then we go back to the small again. Each tyre brand has got a whole lot of options on there. Main colour option does that. Rim colour option and a license plate option on there. So there you go. As I said, 33,600 litres or 22,000 litres. That is the Brantner TA 23065/2 Power Tube Plus by Aki Wastel. Also going to show you in here, under semi-trailers, we have got, making a return, the Wilson Pace Setter, 40,800 litre capacity on this. This is 7.02 megabytes download, 5 slots by FS Play. Options on this, we can change the main colour, turn it on that palette, rim colour, and license plate option as well. Belly dump trailer, 40,800 litre semi-trailer. Again, nice and straightforward. I don't, because all I would do is say, look at this, and then show you emptying. No, so we know what trailers do. That's fine. Next, I am going to show you. We've got this is the Momentum 24 by Ortin Modding. 19.63 megabytes download, 8 slots, 11 meter spread widths, planting width, should I say, 11 meter. These are direct drills, and they take everything. So this could be a cedar plant. This will do everything, which I think is quite handy. But there are some different configurations. In this configuration, we've got seed and fertilizer to up to 13,000 litres. This one is seed and liquid fertilizer. So these side tanks do liquid fertilizer. So depending on what configuration you go for will depend on whether you get the liquid fertilizer. Because this one has still got those side tanks, but didn't give me the option to put any liquid fertilizer in. So that's just something to be aware of. If we come down to our planters, you'll find it just there. So for 109 grand, you've got an 11 metre, and look at the bottom, it does everything. 250 horsepower required. So we start off on Valtra. So we look at the sides here. We've got Valtra, so the Momentum 24 brands, Valtra or Massey Ferguson. But once you put the side tanks on, you lose all of that. The bit that says Momentum 24 and the voucher or the Massey Ferguson logo, they kind of disappear. So at the moment, we're sitting at 5,000 litres. That's seed, I think. We switch it up to design 1, puts those side tanks on. Now that one there, 8,000 litre, that was the seed and liquid fertiliser. So 5,000 and 3,000 litres of liquid fertiliser. We go again. It puts that front tank on, so that gives us out to 10,000 litres. I think that was just seed, or that could be 5 and 5, I think it was, of seed and fertiliser. And then when I went again, which put those side tanks on, that still stayed at seed and solid fertiliser. But it did go 5 and 8, I think it was, 8 and 5. You'll see because we've got one out already. But you'll see once those side tanks are on, you can't see the logo. I mean, from a very acute angle, you can see the logo. So those are your options. Then we're back to no again. Main colour we can change to anything we want. So if you want to go for Massey Ferguson red, or that's not Massey Ferguson red, but if you wanted to, you can. Like I say, direct drill as well. So very handy. This one, I'm sure I went for. Yeah. So it did split it. So it's 5,000 litres of seed, and then solid fertiliser was 8,000. So the front tank was 5,000, 2 side ones are 3. Have I got the cover open? Yeah, closed cover. There we go. Unfold it. Switch it on. Start the fans, please. Drop it down. Direct drillage, so you don't have to worry about having mulched or anything like that, or ploughed or cultivated. We are drilling direct into the last bit of residue from the previous crop. So there you go. 11 metres, does everything. Direct drill. Nice large capacities for seed and fertiliser. And then, like I say, this one I'm pretty sure it was a split of 5 and 3. I'm not going to run it. It does exactly the same as the previous one did. Yeah, look to the right hand side, liquid fertiliser and yeah, seed for long grain rice. In fact, it does everything as well. For 109 grand, I mean, the price goes up a little bit when you add the extra tanks on, but not massively. That's very cool. That's the Momentum 24 by Ortin Modding. Next, just over here, we've got the Anthem pack. As you can see, we've got a low loader, we've got a tanker, we've got a grain one. The grain one also has the option for this one as well, which is a Bale flatbed. I put some milk and stuff on it as if I was, I don't know, whatever. But that's those options. As you can see, various different colour options on there too. What I did find was, I'm trying to look at the distance, when I filled this up, the front came down a little bit low. I mean, not horrendously, it still drives, it still does what you need it to do. Anyway, I'm doing it again. Right, up to the top. So, under our trucks, if we come down to here, so there we go. So there's our Anthem low loader. The pack is 27.27 megabytes download, 15 slots and 18 slots by owner Emre. And this on the end here as well is also by owner Emre, which we'll get into in a minute. This is a Lizard Warrior, 8.07 megabytes download and 7 slots. So we'll go through all of these. Options are pretty much the same. Some of them I'm not going to go through all of them because they're the same. So on all of them, engine setup is the same. 425 horsepower, 455 horsepower, or 505. On this one, we've got beacon options on the back, 1, 2, or 3. 1, 2, and 3. Yep, got that right this time. On all of them, we've got the option of day cab premium, no or yes. So we can put the fairings on there for day cab premium. Hood mirrors, yes or no. That's the same on all of them as well. Attachers on the back, yes or no. So we can have a trailer hitch on the back there too. So if you want to pull other things as well, makes it very handy and useful. Main colour, anything on this palette there does that. Rim colour and license plate option on there as well. That's nice and straightforward. Excellent. Tanker edition. Again, same for the horsepower, same for the day cab, same for the hood. Attachers. Capacity is where this changes. So we've got 14,000 litre, 16,000 litre, 18, 20 or 22,000 litre. For 22,000 litre adds 4 grand on, so it's not horrendous. The tank size stays the same, it's just the capacity that changes. So if you want to go for a large capacity, why not? Main colour does the main, which is glaringly obvious. Tank colour, we can go for the chrome or a sort of more stainless look, or again, if you want to pick whatever colour you want, you can go for that as well. Rim colour and license plate option on there too. If we come on to that one, we go to the Anthem Grain Truck Edition. So we've got grain truck or we've got the flatbed. So I went for one of each. So yeah, those are the two options on those. And then we've got the same thing, horsepowers. This holds 14,000 litres. and then I think we can go up to 18, I think it is. But yeah, horsepower's the same. Day cab premium, yes or no. Hood mirrors attached is the same. Capacity 14,000, 16, 18. There we go. So those are 3 options. Again, for £2,000, it takes up to 18,000 litres. A kind of bit of a no-brainer, really. Main colour, you can see what that would do. Dumper colour does all of that section. Dumper colour 2 does that section. Oh, that's gross. Rim colour and license plate option on there as well. What we will do as well, we'll look at the Warrior while we're here, because why not? It's all by the same modder. So again, nice and straightforward actually. We've got mudguards, no. We've got 1. We've got 2 across the top. 1 and 2 puts across the top and across the back as well. Hood mirrors, yes or no. Main colour, anything on that palette. And then rim colour and license plate. Again, nice and straightforward. I don't think on any of these we've got doors or windows that open. I think they all come as they are. So, lighting. Ramps down on this one. This is actually, it's quite a steep angle. That being said, because it's got this little bit here, that makes that not too bad. You will still, depending on what you're putting on here, you risk longer vehicles getting bottomed out on this bit, but I mean, it's a very short bed. You would be putting particularly long vehicles on that. But it'll do the job. And the fact you can have an option for a trailer hitch on there as well, you can tow other things with it. Very nice indeed. The tank, I mean, like I say, they're fairly straightforward. I'll show the interiors, because at the end of the day, it's the same vehicle. Interior, very nice indeed. Like I said, there's no doors or windows that open on them. So a grain one, we've got the option on this for tip side back, tip side grain door. There's no left or right on this. Nice smooth animation. .51 mile an hour top speed. Because there are Rudolf trailers that match up with this, because it's got the rear trailer hitch as well. So just makes it a very useful item. And then, like I say, this one is just this one, just with the flatbed. Tension straps can be done from in the cab, can be done manually from outside. As you can see, runs exactly the same. Looks pretty much the same, just with a few tweaks here and there. So that's the Anthem 6x4 pack by owner Emre. And then we have got behind, just over here, we've got the Warrior, which you've already looked at the options. Again, no doors or windows that open on this one. The lights. Yeah, there's the fifth wheel on the back, it doesn't adjust. The fifth wheel plate doesn't adjust. Again, 51 miles an hour. Interior. Isn't it interesting to see the older vehicle compared to the new one? There's a lot less going on in the cab of this one as well. There you go. Well, that's it for the mods for Thursday the 20th of March. There is a map out on console called Rethenbach by Bayern Gaming's Agra. 43.48 megabytes download. You think, oh, that's cool. I'm not sure I'm going to review it, in all honesty. I'm digging my heels in. 36 required mods. 36, which comes in at well over 500 megabytes of mod downloads for that map, which brings the map up to 543.48. And because they are required mods, yeah, don't know how I feel about that, but it is out, it is available. Anyway, that's it for the mods. Sorry to end on that. No, I don't know, I find that really frustrating. I don't mind a few required mods here and there, but 36, I just think that's over the top. That's a lot to download and install, and that's half a gig of mod downloads for a map. Which, again, if you had a map that was 700 megabytes, you probably wouldn't think twice about downloading it. I don't know, but there we go. I hope you found all of this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you choose to do, thanks for watching.